Good morning everyone. Welcome back to Chi Living on a Saturday morning. It's a lovely morning where we are. I hope it is where you are too. I hope you've got a lovely weekend lined up. If you'd like to join me down on the mat, shall we make a start? Bring yourself up onto your hands and knees. Hands underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. Sit back onto your heels and stretch out in front with your fingers. And bring your chest forward. Sink your hips down. Come into cobra. And then take your weight back onto your heels. Keep your left hand stretched out in front. Bring your right hand around your back. Thread it around your waistband and turn your right shoulder up towards the ceiling. And then bring your chest forward, draw your hand in slightly and raise your right hand up. And lower your right hand back down, sit back onto your heels. Bring your left hand around your back, thread it around the waistband. And look up over your left shoulder. And then bring your chest forward and raise your left hand up. And lower back down. And sit back onto your heels once more. Bring your chest forward. Draw your hands in so they're underneath your shoulders. And raise the right leg up, pointing the toes out behind you. And then bend the knee, push the heel up towards the ceiling. And take your left hand, reach back towards the instep on your right foot and pull the foot away from the bottom of your back. And release the grip, lower your right leg down. Straighten the left leg, point it out behind. Then bend the knee, pull the toes back, push the heel up. And reach behind with your right hand for the left instep. Pull it up away from the bottom of your back. And release the grip, lower your left knee down. Raise your right leg up again. Point the toes. Take the left hand out in front. And then bring the knee and the elbow in together. And stretch out and lower down. Reach out with your left leg and raise the right hand. And bring the knee and the elbow in together. And stretch out and lower down. Bring your toes together. Take your knees out to the edges of the mat. Sit back onto your heels. Let your chest and your shoulders sink down. And then bring your chest forward, walk your hands in, bring your knees and your ankles back to hip width apart. Curl your toes under and push up to downward facing dog. Walk your feet up to the front of the mat. So we're coming to a forward fold. Take an inhale, raise your arms up. Lower the arms down to shoulder height. Bend at the elbows, palms facing forward. Pull back across the chest. Take a gentle back bend. And then reach up to the ceiling. Take an inhale and exhale, fold forward. Walk your hands round to the left side. And back to the centre. And round to the right side. And back to the centre. And take hold of your elbows with the palms of your hands. Let your upper body hang loose. Let your hands come back down to the ground. And step back on the left foot. And then on the right foot. Come into downward facing dog. Bring your chest forward to plank. And slowly lower down to the ground. Feet onto the insteps. And push up to cobra. Come back onto the balls of the feet. And push your hips up. Or back to downward facing dog. Raise the left leg up. And then lower down. Bend the knee. Step up to the front of the mat. And take your hands out in front of your foot. Bring the weight forward and raise your right leg up. And lower back down. Step back on your right foot. Turn your toes out and come on to the heel. Straighten your left leg. And bring your chest down towards your thighs. If you feel you can take the hands so the fingers are pointing backwards. And bring the left hand so it's on the tip of the fingers, just behind the back of the left calf. And raise your right hand up. Go into triangle. Lower your right hand down. Allow your left knee to bend. Turn your right foot onto the ball of the foot and step back with the left. And raise your right leg up. And then lower down. Allow the knee to bend and step up to the front of the mat. Bring your hands in front of your right foot. Bring your weight forward and raise the left leg up. And lower back down. Step back on the left foot, turning your toes out, coming on to the heel. Excuse me. And straighten your right leg. Again, if you feel you can bring your hands to face backwards. And bring your right hand onto the tips of the fingers just behind the calf. Raise your left hand up. So we're in triangle again. And then lower your left hand down. Allow your right knee to bend. Come on to the ball of the left foot. And step back. So back to downward facing dog. Walk your feet up to the front of the mat and bend your knees, bringing your feet together, and raise your arms up behind your hips. And then keeping the knees bent, raise your arms forward and come to chair. Now step back on the right foot, turning the toes out, coming onto the heel. Raise your arms up and then turn your chest round to the long side of the mat. Chest and hips facing the long side of the mat, arms at shoulder height, looking out over your left hand in warrior two. Lower your right hand down. Turn your left hand palm up and reach up. Stretch back to reverse warrior. Lower your left arm forward. Bend at the elbow. Bring it down onto the thigh and reach up. And stretch over with your right hand in side angle. And lower your right hand down. Bring the left hand down to the mat as well. Come on to the ball of your right foot and let your knee sink down to the ground. Your foot onto the instep. Bring your left hand inside your thigh and toe and heel your foot out to the edge of the mat. Sink your hips down. If you can, come down onto your forearms. And bring your hands back in. Toe and heel your foot back. Left hand out to the side. I'm going to raise the right leg up and reach back with the left hand. Open your chest up, turning your left shoulder up towards the ceiling. And then lower the foot down, lower the left hand down. And come on to the ball of the right foot, lifting your knee and come up, back to forward fold. Allow your knees to bend, bring the feet together and raise your hands up behind your hips. And keeping your knees bent, raise your arms forward, bringing them up to about 45 degrees. And then step back on the left foot, turning your toes out, coming onto the heel. Raise your hands up and turn your body round to the long side of the mat. So looking out over your right hand in Warrior Two. Lower your left hand down, right hand palm up, and reach up and stretch back. Lower your right arm forward, bend at the elbow, bring it down onto your thigh and bring your left hand up. Reach over to side angle. Let your left hand come down. Take your right hand down to join it. And turn your left foot onto the ball of the foot. Then lower your knee down and come onto the instep. Bring your right hand inside your right thigh. Toe and heel the foot out. And sink your hips down. Again, if you can, coming onto the forearms. You come back to the hands. Toe and heel your foot back in and take your right hand outside the knee. And raise the left leg up. And reach back with the right hand, opening up your chest. And then let the leg and the hand come down. Raise your left knee up and step back with your right foot. So we're in downward facing dog. And take an inhale here. As you exhale, lower your knees down and sit back onto your heels. And bring your chest forward. Walk your hands underneath your shoulders. Sink your belly down, raise your chin up, come into cow. And then arch your back. Bring your chin in and squeeze your hips forward in cat. As you breathe in, sink your belly down, raise your chin up. And as you breathe out, push up to cat. And breathe into cow. And breathe out to cat. Breathe in. And breathe out. And relax your back down. Sit back onto your heels. And bring your chest forward. Walk your hands back towards your knees and come to seated, facing the long side of your mat. Bring your feet, the soles of your feet in together and hug them into your groin. Take hold of the ends of your feet and gently push down, bringing your chin and your chest up. And relax your shoulders forward. Take the left foot out to the side and bring your right heel in as close as you can. And take your left hand down onto your left shin, your right hand palm up, and reach up and stretch over. And bring your right arm up, bring your left hand up as well and turn your chest to look down the left thigh. Take an inhale here, and as you exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, bring your arms up, turn your chest forward Lower your arms down. Bring your left foot in. Take your right foot out to the side. So you got right hand down onto your shin, left hand behind your hip, palm turning up. Raise your left hand up and reach over. So you let your right hand go down the leg. Raise your left hand up, bring the right hand up to join it. Turn your chest to look down the right leg. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, lower down. Take both feet out to the sides now. And take an inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, lower down. Just put your hands behind the back of your knees and lift your feet back in. Soles of the feet together again. Gently press your knees down. And take your feet out slightly so you've got a diamond shape in front of you with your legs. Take hold of the ends of the toes. And take an inhale. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bring your shoulders up. And bring both feet in so you're sitting in easy pose with your legs crossed. Take your left hand over onto your right knee, your right hand behind your back, and twist to look back over your right shoulder. Relax, come forward. Right hand over onto the left knee, left hand behind your back. And twist to look back over your left shoulder. And relax, come forward. Take your right hand down to the mat, left hand palm up. Inhale, raise your arm up. And exhale, reach over. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, lower down. Take your right hand palm up. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, reach over. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, lower down. Both hands to the sides of your hips. And take an inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, lower down. Inhale, raise up. And exhale, lower down. Once more, inhale, raise up. And this time as you exhale, lower your arms down behind your back. Interlace your fingers. And push your thumbs down towards the ground. Then bring your chin and your chest up. Relax your shoulders forward. Let go of your fingers. Inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, lower down. We'll take both of your feet out in front. Bring your backs down onto the mat. Take your arms alongside your body. Palms facing down. And bring your heels up towards your buttocks. Keeping your ankles about hip width apart. And push down into the ground with the soles of your feet. Pushing your hips up towards the ceiling. And lower your hips down. Take the right ankle, place it over the top of the left thigh. And then push down into the ground with your left foot, bringing your hips up. Relax the right hip so that your right knee comes down. And lower your hips down. Right foot down to the ground. Left ankle over the top of your thigh. Push down and push your hips up. Relax your left hip. Let your hips come down. Take your left ankle off. Bring both feet up off the ground. Take a hold of your knees and hug them into your chest. And extend your feet up towards the ceiling. Point the toes, straighten the legs. And gently pull back. And ease the tension off. Relax your ankles. Allow the knees to bend. Bring the soles of the feet down to the ground. Extend your arms out to the sides. And cross your right leg over the top of the left leg. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, lower the knees to the right. Inhale to the centre. And exhale over to the left. Inhale back to the centre. Take the right foot down to the mat. Cross the left leg over the top of the right. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, lower the knees to the left. Inhale to the centre. And exhale over to the right. Inhale back to the centre. Take your left foot, place it at the side of the right. And relax your knees out to the sides, bringing the soles of the feet together. And extend your feet down to the bottom of the mat. Take your ankles apart. Relax the toes out to the sides. Bring your arms to a position that's comfortable for you. And take your awareness up to the crown of your head. Scan down through your head and face, relaxing the muscles in the face and in the jaw. Relax your neck and shoulders. Relax the upper arms and elbow joints. Relax the forearms and wrist joints. Relax the hands. And relax the thumbs and fingers. And bring your awareness into your upper body. Relax the chest and rib cage. Relax the muscles across the top of the back. And the muscles running down the sides of the spine. Relax the muscles in the bottom of the back. Muscles around the sides of the body. And relax the stomach muscles. Relax the pelvis and hips, the muscles in the buttocks. Relax the hamstrings at the back of the legs. Relax the muscles in the thighs and the knee joints. Relax the calf muscles and the ankles. Relax the feet and the toes. Now bring your awareness to your breathing. And start to count the breaths as they come in and out. So as you breathe in, count 1. And breathe out, count 2. Breathe in, count 3. Breathe out, count 4. Breathe in 5. And breathe out 6. And carry that count on yourself now. When you get to 10, come back to 1, start again on an inhale. Don't worry if you lose your place. Don't worry if thoughts pop into your head and you find yourself engaging with those thoughts. Don't worry if your mind wanders off and you get distracted. But the moment you find that's happened, just gently bring your awareness back to your breathing again. And start to follow the breaths in and out. As you breathe in, count 1. And breathe out, count 2. Carry the count on again. Doesn't matter how many times your mind wanders off, you have to come back to 1 and start again. Whatever you do, don't think that's you failing in some way in this task, in this exercise. Every time your mind wanders off, view it as an opportunity to consciously bring your awareness back to your breathing. And as you breathe in, count 1. And breathe out, count 2. And carry that count on again. Now bring your focus away from your breathing. Bring it to the physical sensations in your body. Notice where you can feel your body in contact with the ground. Notice where you can feel your body moving as you breathe in and as you breathe out. Now let's gently start to bring some movement back into the body. Move your hands and feet. Move your knees and hips. Your chest and your back. Move your arms and your shoulders. And your head and neck. And then when you're ready, if you turn on to your right side, and in your own time, bring yourself back up to seated. Just taking a moment here to enjoy that relaxation in your body, but also to enjoy the stillness in your mind that's come from focusing on the breath. And remembering that throughout the day, you can use the breath as an anchor to bring you back to the present moment. Take a deep breath in and out. And if you've had your eyes closed, gently open them now. Namaste.